Welcome back, YouTubers and Madden fans. This is Madden Money Shot, sniffing out the Madden sheet as always. I got some money plays for you out of the West Coast playbook. This is by far one of the most popular playbooks. We're going to go ahead and get right into it. The first play is the PA boot slide out of the single back bunch ace. This play is so glitchy, man. This play gets wide open. I don't know what it is. It doesn't take any adjustments at all. You just run it as is and it's pretty unstoppable. So on the defensive side, this is a two tight end formation. You have two tight ends in the bunch. So I'm going to go ahead and pick a random 4-3. Now, like I said, you see the play. This is a well-designed play. You don't have to change anything. Your first read is simple. It's the R1 route. Now, this is a man coverage, so that's not going to be your look. Your second look is definitely the square route, the comeback route. The comeback route is really important when it comes to the man coverage. That's your immediate read on the man coverage. But look here in the zone. Look how the defender just drops back and leaves you like 10 yards of separation. Now, you really have three options here. The X route is really well, it'll get open really well against user coverages. A lot of times your user to middle linebacker will bite on one of the underneath routes and they'll just leave the X route wide open, as you can see right there. It's not going to work as well against a computer. But against users, I mean, they're going to either bite on the play action if you're running run plays really well as formation, or they're going to start seeing that tight end come across. They're going to start cheating towards that tight end, or they might even start cheating to the square route, and the X route's going to be really good. But you can see, like right there, I'm pretty sure that was a man coverage, and he still was getting separation. I mean, that's how good this route is. That's how good this this play is. I don't know if it's because the tight end's behind the line of scrimmage, but he just gets forgotten 9 times out of 10. You watch my gameplay, you've seen me use this a million times. It's in a lot of playbooks. It's not just in the West Coast playbook. It's really in a lot of playbooks, a lot of different playbooks. I find it when I'm playing draft champions. I find a lot of playbooks and I use it quite a bit. But 9 times out of 10, when I pick this play, it's to hit this tight end, and he's typically wide open. So keep that in mind. Now, another play that I've put out in the past that's really kind of glitchy and works in the opposite direction in a very similar fashion is the PA end around. I have the exact same formation, obviously. This play I put out last year, and it was so glitchy, EA had to fix it. They basically tried to break it. It doesn't work nearly as well, but now I've come up with an adjustment that makes it work just as good as it did last year. Took a little while, but it still works really well. All you really have to do is pass lead the running back up, and you're going to see how much of a difference it really makes. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm always going to shift my line to the right, by the way, which if you guys don't know, hit L1 and then hit right on the right stick, and because you're rolling in that direction. So you want to shift your coverage for your offensive line to a point where they're going to protect you a little bit better. So make sure you always shift your line to the right. And then, like I said, this play, there's no adjustments you can make. But this running back here, if he's not wide open in the flat like he is there, which is basically 10 yards in the flat, all you have to do is pass lead up, and he's going to beat that coverage 9 times out of 10. So I'm going to try to do that here in one of these upcoming plays here. If it calls for it, I don't want to do it if it's not necessary. But right here, he's running into coverage. So I'm going to pass lead up. And look how that guy just sits there and he beats the coverage. Not the best throws because this quarterback isn't necessarily that good, Patrick Mahomes. But this is just a really good play. So here we go. Once again, the running back, no adjustment needed, wide open in the flat. And it's just so money. And all these routes really work. The tight end route is a really good route. Taking off of the quarterback is a really good option too. If you pass lead up and it'll take the defense back, and then you can take off with the quarterback. You know what I mean? There's so many things you can do here, but it's definitely a 3-option play. The running back is first, the tight end is second, and then taking off with the quarterback is probably third, as you can see right here. Like I said, just pass lead that running back up. Do it like clockwork every time, and you're going to see how easily your guy gets up the field. And like I said, the tight end's really good too. For whatever reason, cover threes, whatever, he gets outside of that deep outside, deep third, which isn't really typical, but it's because of the bunch formation being in so tight that you can have a fast tight end. He'll just get outside of that deep third, which is really nice. And then also the square route coming across the middle, that's your last option. Every one of these routes is useful. The square route there wasn't a really good pass, but you can see he was open. But the square route, that's probably your last option other than taking off with the quarterback. As you can see, I haven't had to really use it, but just keep it in mind. And then you can see there I hit the tight end one more time. So that's it. If you guys want to see part 2, hit the like button or let me know in the comment section. Other than that, if you like the new format, the faster paced format, hit the like button or let me know in the comment section. And that's it. Thanks for watching Madden Money Shot out. Need more help or just want to show your support? Then head over to my Patreon and join my team, where you can get exclusive content like ebooks and bonus plays, as well as early access to my vids and more. Link in the description below.